Let's see if we've got anything. It's took so long to restart. I've disconnected a number of things to try and take power away. But let's see if the audio's come back to where it should be. I just don't know what the hell to do next. I'm not a quitter, I'm a moaner. Now I can't get studio to work for YouTube. Come on. Let's all come up with it. I'd rather that started with GT7 rather than Evo. Let's see if we get some audio that's real sound, not just crap. Let's see. I've had enough adverts for today, thanks. We've got audio. We've got audio. We had 10 people watching. Frustration station. We can turn that off now. We know we've got audio. Now I'll just put my feet up and say I've done my work for today. Fuck it. Oh, thank you, Wilkie. Welcome back. I think we need a whiskey on a Monday night. Well, I've got no idea what happened then, just like everything else that starts up and becomes a problem. What I'm going to have to do on a daily basis now is get home from work at 6:30, start my PC, then go and have dinner, then chat to the wife and see how good she's had a day, then come upstairs and then make sure everything's working right. That's going to have to be the case, because I can't justify this every time unless I make stream start 9 o'clock. That's probably the actual result of where we're going to go. But 9 o'clock's probably where it needs to be. So yeah, happy days. Let's stop moaning and let's get on with it. What's just happened to my YouTube? Why is that done that? Okay. Whiskey time and time trial, bad comb. I don't know. Would a whiskey and a bad and time trial be bad? Don't know. Let's have a look. What we got in weekly challenges? I know I need to spend some buck. Good evening, Adam. Welcome. I know we've lost a few people from the stream tonight, but oh, go away. No time trials here, is there? Neo Classics. We do like the Neo Classics. They're not easy. That's at Fuji as well. Ooh. Nürburgring, St. Croix. Nothing there, is there? Happy days. How did we do for last week's? Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see where we got to. Back up to 7. I'm back up, thank you, my friend. Cheers. 2 million for the Monza job. We came 621st. That was a good effort in the end. That was not a bad last lap that we did. Deep Forest, Eigenorwand. Ooh. What have we got? So we're still gold in both. That's alright. In the karting world, where were we? 8th. So there's a few snuck through, but we're into that top second, aren't we? Just outside. Hayden, excuse me, Hayden just pushed that through into the 7s, so we're within a second of the top. No, the PC's not running slow. The PC was refusing to play. So I've had a bit of a starter problem again. What I've decided to do with this second startup is remove my NAS and remove my Stream Deck, because I don't use either during this process. as everybody will know, if you connect a NAS that's got like, I've got 24 tera in my NAS, and that 24 tera kind of, it takes a little while to load up. So once it's on its way to loading, it gets the rest of the PC going, but because it has to initialize every drive. Scroll down to my time on the cart, says Adam. There you go, 16th, 109976, which, yeah, just over 1200's off. 1.2 seconds off. Missed gold? I don't know. No, you're in gold. 110036, you're good. You're good. Stream Elements bot running. Learn how to customize the bot here. Why do you have to say that? Have I not customized you? There's a lesson. Don't say anything. Don't put your head above the parapet. It will get shot off. Days of play. WeatherTech Laguna Seca. 121.867 is the gold time. 121.236. So we got in. Well, yeah. Again, inside a second away from the fastest chat. And David Jackster's just there. So we did okay. Was there any doubles in there? Hayden's in the top. Enankuna's 2 entries there. So we're top 10. Just about. It is what it is. So let's have a look at... Thank you, Wilkster. Appreciate that, my friend. I don't have any other chat windows open. I'm not streaming on any other platform anyway, so... I can't be bothered with Twitch. Twitch just brings people who want to share, get free audience here, and I can't be chuffed with Twitch. It is what it is. So we're going to Deep Forest this week in the Toyota GT86. Okay. How much cash have we got in the bank? Did it 97 million? Okay. So I didn't even look. 153.545. There, 30th place. Now, good evening, Olive. Welcome, sir. What I don't know is over the last sort of 6 weeks, and I'm noticing it more and more, the time to gold is getting much harder. So what I'm realizing is there are aliens out there going significantly faster than everybody else, or the top 10% are still racing, the next 20% have disappeared, and now there's the rest of the people trying to squeeze in. But that top 10% are going faster and making that gold time significantly harder. I'm guessing, good evening Fat Man, I'm guessing there's been an update at some point, whether it be the last one, that really has changed how this game, how this simulator, if we want to call it that, translate for the racers. So I can't really suggest there's really anything to say why all of a sudden it's got so much harder to get gold, but it has, and it definitely has for some. It's harder for me to initially get gold, but I get it in the end. But there's definitely been a change in the way the game's playing. 11 days for Wilkster. I know exactly why my PC is not starting up right. Too many USB devices, I reckon. So I've disconnected 2 heavy users tonight, and I'll disconnect more. I got lots of things connected, and I think I definitely need to unplug some. So we will hopefully get there. 153.545. We've seen where we're going. I'm choosing a car, aren't I? Is it only white? Only available in white? It must be. That's a shocker. It's incredibly warm. I'm going to put some fanage on. As he looks down behind his PC. There we go. Fanage enabled. Is it reverse? It is reverse. 153,545. Settings, assists, everything off. ABS on weak. Counter steer off. Let's dive in. Now, I have had a wee setup adjustment on the old rig because I've been adjusting it a little bit. This doesn't feel that peppy, does it? For a GRMN. Now, it's been a while since we've done this track reverse. It's a floaty. It's on comfort mediums as well. My thumb's stuck in the wheel. I actually got my thumb stuck. Ouch. I need to let go of the wheel well before inverting my wrists, don't I? Where do we brake? We don't really trust this car, knowing how it performs. It takes a while to slow down. You found some nice settings, very good. I thought your biggest trouble might be the pedals, Fat Man, with no real force feedback, no real resistance in the pedals. I thought you might have to modify them a little bit. Not that you get force feedback through the pedals, I mean no force to feedback on the feet. No real resistance in those pedals. Right, first lap out was a good one in terms of it was good. Not a failure, I don't know how, but we're already making a gain on the Ghost. We know where he braked. Still not much better, really. I absolutely don't believe there's any problem with the Fanatec wheels. I don't believe that they're a bad product at all. I just believe when I had my wheel connected to my rig, Fanatec weren't having the best times. And I believe better times are ahead for Fanatec. Because I trust who owns them now. Oh, that's a shame. Corsair are a very good company, in my opinion. I genuinely believe they've come through the worst of where they're being, Fanatec. Other people will have different opinions, but I genuinely think better days ahead. And I will re-enter the Fanatec market. I've never left. Cyrus uses bog standard Fanatec pedals, no load cell. He's a good driver too. Load cells don't do the job on GT7. They definitely make a difference. They definitely do make a difference. Whilst they probably aren't the be all and end all, they definitely make a difference. Oh, Fat Man's giving us some info there. Stormfly says +1 for the Fanatec. I've been using them since forever. Yeah, I've got a DD Extreme sat in a box upstairs in the loft. Nearly 2 grand's worth of kit just sat there doing now. But it will see the light of day again because it's too much money to splash out, and it's too much money to give away to somebody who don't care. So I plan to keep them and use them, but I've only got 1 rig at the minute. So Fat Man says, brother-in-law is buying me the load cell one for my birthday this month, and my son is buying the Power Boost 180 kit for birthday too. Okay. They don't use load cell at the finals either. Okay. I think we're 53 is gold, isn't it? Yeah, but they cheat at the World Finals, so I don't think we can really benchmark anything about World Finals anymore. Good evening, Ozzy. Welcome. I think the World Finals are diminished in my eyes. They're not a benchmark for anything. Now watch the braking room on this. We managed to catch a little bit. Sorry, Wilkster. Wouldn't be like me to speak my mind on anything, would it? Looks like we're going to just about dip in. No, we're not. We're going to stay in the 54s. We are 54 dead. Ouch. So we're looking to tip into the 53s now. We're going to hammer these brakes on this one, I think. We're just down a little bit, almost 2/10. How far does this rev out? It's immense. 8.5, 7 3/4. Little bit of a tweak there. Got to cut out those unnecessary gear shifts. Unnecessary slides. It's not a drift car, senor. It really isn't. So does anybody want to know the biggest news from this week? See if you can guess. What would the biggest thing be affecting Widow in the last 7 days? That was terrible. Anybody like to care to fathom a guess as to the biggest news I could possibly have? No, I'm not pregnant. Neither's Mrs. Widdowmaker. No, we haven't managed to get a perfect start of the PC. Yes, I have broken my flight sticks for Flight Sim 2024. They are not working, but that's not the biggest thing affecting the Widdowmaker this week. No, it's not medical. Although it could have an impact on where I get treated. Ah, Wilkie's close. Sold the house on Saturday. Somebody made the offer and we accepted. Sunday we spent all day looking for a house. Hey Davey, welcome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, just kind of fixed, sorted, kinda, hopefully. I've got to get that perfect startup back up, so I think I know what I've got to do. I think I've got to disconnect all of my additional monitors and USB devices that aren't quite required for what I'm doing. Tent from next week. Well, kind of. So of course with every house buy there's always going to be something, isn't there, or house sale. So this one is not going to go through till October, so we've got plenty of time to get things sorted, and we'll also have time to finish the 21 weeks for WRC, Rally and Evo. We lost half a second. Let's go and have a look. I want to keep going until I've got gold. Is that unfair? 54 dead we're at. We need to get into the 53, so we won't do it this lap. We've got to find a way to get this car balanced into this braking zone so I can brake in a straight line. We can use the overrun there, can't we? It goes all the way to 8,000. It goes all the way. So where we planning to move to? Absolutely no idea. Absolutely none whatsoever. Right, let's see if we can get this right. So let's get the perfect start up done. Almost the perfect run out the corner. But we're knocking tenths off, so... This isn't a short shift opportunity, is it? So... We didn't quite get on the throttle in time. We're not really catching either, are we? So we're a little bit ahead. As we see the light and we come out the tunnel, that's when we're braking. That could have been third gear. Oh, we went red. I knew I'd cut that too short one day. We'll do it again this time. It's the first sign of a 53. .53.591. That's a decent chunk off that. Let's see if we can do it correctly this time. We go to 6th and not stay in 5th. I don't know if that makes a massive difference. Interesting how the optimals are 53.624. Leave it out a little bit. Oh, that's all right. That's better. 53,433. I think that's just a little outside gold still. I could do better coming out that hairpin, I think. Optimal 53,386. That's just inside the gold, I think. A little bit slower way in third. Oh, Chihuahua. Blew it all there, didn't I? Ah, dropped from 23 negative to plus 21. That's a shame. So what were we? Yeah. Oopa. Keep it in fifth this time. Oh, terrible. I've not really got sector 1 sorted, have I, at all? And then we're massively down. But it's no assist Monday, which is always a good bit to shout about. Leave it in third. See if we can do some catch up. We have got blue arrow. It is what it is. Let's try again. So Olive says he's got gold. That's good. We're not through the start-finish line 100% as quick as we could be, are we? We're up a fair chunk. Let's see if we can hold it now. Entry into turn 1 makes... I say turn 1. It's the hairpin, makes a massive difference to get that exit, and we're kind of... We're kind of on our way there. We'll try and work out what Olive's just said. On the numbering inverse... We seem to be losing time all the way through this sector. Leave it in fourth. Drive it. Come on. That's better. That's got to be gold now. I think that is. I think that's gold. Unless I'm wholly mistaken. Wildly mistaken. Too deep. Let's go and check. Let's go and check. Is there another way to check? Just before we just do this, is there another way to check? Is there a gold available time? We don't get a time for gold anywhere else, do we? It doesn't tell us. No, my record's on the right over there, 153.208. And then there's nothing, so let's go and check now. Oh, got to press the button. Can't sit there fingers crossed all day long. 35 mile gets us a 4-star ticket. 53,144 on the optimal. Gold it is, top 6,000. So we're well inside. What was the time? 53,545. So we'd done it last time round. So where were we on the friends list? Save the best lap replay. Oh, we're inside the 30, so there we go. We've got a long way to go. Olive is just above, look, 152.8. Mr. Schechter is there, who's just outside gold then. Ginger Gandhi, 153.673. He's pushing. Smoky Tom and Vegas Vaggi are out there. Big Daz. There's a couple of misses. Let's see how many have done it. 57. Still time for it to move a little bit. Right, so top 20 are 152.561. 0.7 of a second to get into the top 20. Wow. 0.7. I feel maybe my own car might benefit with a bit wider tyres, maybe. They might make the difference a little bit. Leave it in fifth. We didn't make any gains that time. This is going to be a challenge. It already is a challenge, one would say. I think we've genuinely got to try and nail turn one every lap. And there ain't much in the way of shortcut anywhere. Unless I'm seriously misunderstanding certain parts of the track. Gone a bit quiet out there, folks. Hope all is well. Screwed that up. Gotta find a consistent way to deliver that first turn. Brake later. All as well as could be, says Wilkie. He's countdown is Wilkie. Come on. Where are we gonna find that opportunity? We had a bit of a spin up there, didn't we, of the rear axle. I think I want to be third gear out. Whereas that might be incredibly slow. It might give us the launch we need. Oh! There was me being ever so confident about having held the slide. Yeah, it just bit back and tore me a new one. Is that a red lap next corner? Next lap? We are. Good lap. Excellent. We've gone to 6th. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing. Don't know. No, third gear is definitely not what we want. We don't want third gear. So, I'm going to kick out of this for now. I rotated the car around the first end briefly in first gear, then short shifted to second. Oh, down as far as first. I found second gear spins like a trooper. But we got nothing in 6,000th. Okay. We've got no improvement to right there, have we? No. So let's Let's go and make the change that we think we need to make. It is the car of choice. Now, I know a lot of people will not use their own car, but manufacturer Toyota. GT86 MRN 16. Oh, why do I own 3? And they're all standard. Wide body, engine swap. It is what it is. That's the thing, isn't it? Let's just double check that it is the thing. Let's just check that it is. GG, it is. It is, it is, it is. Right. Shall we ruin it? See if we can go any faster. It's on comfort mediums, isn't it? CMs. I know, it doesn't make any difference, does it? It doesn't mean anything. None whatsoever. It means nothing. But it is what it is. I did fit the wrong suspension, didn't I? Wasted money. Big brake discs. Yeah, nothing of any consequence there. Yes, happy days. Rotate the car around the first, then if shut. I'm trying to get my head around that. Tuning shop GT86. No need for any of that. It does have an engine swap available, depending on what you want. It looks like it's got 2. It has. It's got the FA20 GR86, and then it's got the it's got the that's the LFA engine, and it's got the SC430 Ferrari engine. SC430. No, that's out of a Lexus, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wheels is body kits and all that lot. Yeah, that's better. Looks tidy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Wang. It's already got a high wang. 20s. Every time. Without fear. Or prejudice. Roll cage always. Safety first. Danger erring. Wheels. What we having? White looks favourite. Good evening, Mr. Lee. Welcome, sir. Ooh. I definitely think white has a bearing on the outcome. Silver's not too bad. White's definitely a thing though, isn't it? We're going to leave the standard size wheels on. Wide. And wide. Yes. Yes. Look, she's a puppy. Look at her. She loves the look of it. There we go, drink time. Drink time it is. let's go and see if that's made a difference. See if there's some stability in the car. I'd rather do that than put the assists on at this moment in time. Bit more traction, bit more grip, bit more motion in the forward direction. Are we 53.2? We're 0.3 ahead. We're good. We can use any of them. They've got the wrong tyres on, don't they? Yeah, that's what they is. Ah, yeah. They're the medium, not the bloody ones. They're the medium. Unfortunately, Meister Lee. I've lost 5 places already. I didn't load the ghost. I'm a chicken poo. I really am. I need to find a place to slap myself about. Options. Ghost. Load ghost. The one ghost we've got. Go. Right. Don't change. Don't change. Still felt an intense level of spin up, but I could probably have changed up. Somebody's going to tell me it's a short shifter. Okay, a tenth and a half down, 10th and 3/4. Kind of worked better. We're going to have to change this to a blue car and then a red car. Lost a little bit there. I braked intentionally a little bit later, but not intentionally that late. I think there's more I can cut there. A very faint feathering of the power then, very faint. A 52,969. That's my best on the optimal scores as well. That was a little bit excited on the acceleration, I think. Olive says that David does a really good clean lap of Deep Forest. We hesitated on the throttle there. We hesitated on the throttle there as well. We really cut a lot more than we probably should have there. We were late to the throttle there. Okay, so there's more to be had. More to be had. 52,969. Optimal remains the same, so we didn't better anything. It feels wrong to be going all the way up the hill. That's better. That is better. Now let's do what we should do. Let's not break any backs. Let's not roll any barrels. Let's do what we need to do to take this. Ooh. I thought I nailed that right on. Should be a 52.5 though. 52.531. Happy days. I'm happy with that. That's top 20-ish. On my friends list, not the global leaderboard. Let's not get above ourselves. Optimal's a 52.512, so there's very little in it. That really was quite a good lap. Thank you, Mr. David. I was too late on the brakes into there. Thank you, Mr. Olive. Jimmy's alright. Should we see where a 52.5 gets us? Oh, not you pressing escape. That's the PC. What am I doing? Too used to playing Evo. Reaching down for my mouse. Wrong button. So what did we get there? 52.531. Yeah. Into the top 2,000-ish. Might have to try wide. Only tried rentals. Seems like it's better here. I've just gone 3/4 of a second quicker with wide. That's what I did. So, are we in the top 20? We are number 20. We just jumped ahead. Roy Race, Mr. Eagle, Gibney Zixu, Olive there in 52 in 24th. So we just dumped up there. Where's our Davy? Davy's in 8. 51.6. How much a poopla? 0.9 of a second just to get into the top 10. 51.7. 52.5. So what that means then at this point is data logger. We're trying to look at who is significantly faster than us then and try and find out where the deal is. What is it we're doing? What is it we're not doing right? The top man, let's see where it is. So we're pretty level. We're looking for gear changes and lines. He's much wider through there. No, that's me. He's the yellow. Oh. 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 Wow. Gear changes much later. Much later. He's going right to the red line. He's going all the way to the top. He's yellow. Wider line. Gear change. Wow. I'm stunned at that. So he's way over those curbs. He's letting the car turn way more than I think I am. Well, I'm gobsmacked at that. He's changing gear much earlier than I am. So what gear does he go up the hill in? So if he's gone a 5th there, does he change to 6th? He's much tighter. He doesn't, he goes up the hill. He changes to 6th just there. Change gear. Changes gear. He didn't change gear there. He didn't go up into 6th. He stayed in 5th. He doesn't use 6th gear anywhere. Okay, okay, there's a lot to be said there then. I wasn't quick enough to change gear then, it cut out. He really cuts that apex as well. It's a very fiddly, very precise way to deliver the throttle, I think. I haven't got that yet. I'm banging the throttle in, and I think I don't need to. Felt like I was going to hit that wall all the way through. Now here he only gives a short dabble on the brake, and then he really lets the car ride these curbs, and I can't keep the throttle in because the damn thing spits me off. That turn, the hairpin bend, really is the critical one, isn't it? Right, we don't go up to 6th. We stay where we is. I think we've got to stay in 3rd round there. Now that went red. I knew that was going to, but I had to test just how far it would go. Dodgy drift. Okay. Yeah, I went to 6th gear. I was reading the chat. Lee says I've been doing it wrong by the look of his lap. Yep, I know that feeling. I'm having to stare at the rev counter, make sure I change gear at the very last. Very slow out of there in third. Tap the wall with the back end. A second quicker than a 52.9. Oh, 53, there we go. That's still slow. It wasn't a second quicker than a 52.9, it was a second quicker than a 54.125, and I've changed gear again. But of course we're red lapping, so with the red laps come practice. It's got to be a 52.4. Ooh, 52.522. Just beats it, just by a fraction. Went to 6th again. Pain in the ass. Don't do that. That's wrong. I really want a 51. And I know it's all in the hairpin. Turn 1 as we're calling it. Oh yes, we're going blue again. 52,506. It's marginals, but we're making massive mistakes. If we can fix those mistakes, we're well up. That's really good to know, Lee. Thank you very much. They are really good. They are excellent. Nobody's seen version 2 yet, though. Version 2, which I have, are just a little bit different. But they are just definitely in the testing phase at this moment in time. They are very much a prototype, but no, I'm glad you really like it. I'm glad they make the difference, because they concentrate on where they need to be. They work on the hands, the science of cool the wrists and hands and you'll cool the body. That's where it kind of works and sits for me. But I really need to do that promotional video. I need to do that one. This is what Widdowmaker Racing can manufacture. This is what we can bring for you. And I then need to work on making them work for other base units. But yeah, really thank you, Lee. Appreciate it. I really value the feedback. Thank you. 52.3. We're making progress. They are a dashboard rather than just a pair of fans. They no longer mount to the rig, but they are I wonder if there's a way to show you. Let me see if it might be worth the science. It might be. Let's. This might mess up big time. You're coming to me, folks. This is version 2. So they're no longer mounted to the base unit. They're mounted to the frame of my rig. If you can see, there's an arm that fits up, and they're like a dashboard rather than a fan mounted on the side of the unit. And they widen the air up. They still hit on the back of the fan. What I've got to develop next is the nozzle, just like in a car, so that you can direct the air accordingly. But that's the difference, and that's where we're kind of heading. It's a lot more plastic, a lot more printing, but they are not required to fit on a base unit, and they are then uniquely adaptable to any sort of rig. I've got to make them width dependent. At the minute they're designed for the Prime because of what they are, but yeah, that's what's coming next. But and I'll always sell the version 1 because it works so well, the V1. We're good? Yeah, we're good. We're good! But I need to refine the manufacturing process on those a little bit. There's a bit more to do. So you can see and hear the click. So yeah, that's kind of where we're heading, but that's a way to make them not base unit dependent, but they're then dependent on your race rig or the style of race rig and the width of the mounting point. The version 1s will still work for somebody who just uses the base unit on a desk or in a settee type rig, just the wheel stand. Which I know people still use, so I don't know how visible that was to anybody being in that small screen. A 52,353. So we've knocked off point 2. That's marginally quicker than my fastest ever lap. See if we can get this going. Oh! We were well up then. We were charging. And the back end just clipped that fence. It felt like it was magnetized to it. We were good. That was... feeling like we were going places. Okay. Please excuse me. I want to try and brake like he braked. That was bad. We didn't rotate early enough. But let's see if we can run the tunnel quicker at the end. We didn't gain anything back there at all, did we? Wobble knob. We struck the wobble knob. I'm sure it survived. I'm sure it'll be there next lap round. It's kind of half throttle through there, just to try and settle it down over those curbs. Don't know if we'll be blue this last sector. We were. Blue sector feels favourite. We've got to do good on the first one. That's good. That's good. You can really brake late into the hairpin that we're calling one. Trying to be so smooth. Damn! Ah! That's going to be a 52-1. A 52-157. Come on, we're so close to that 51. We didn't get the bump through the corner, but we were close. We understand what we're doing out of there now. We can make up a little bit more along the way, I'm sure we can. We lost so much through there. The ghost we've just passed is the ghost that started this session. So look how far that progression's gone. That's really good. That is really good. Understanding that first corner and how to make it flow is really the difference. Resist braking, resist it altogether, let the car roll. I messed it up slightly there, but resist the braking, resist until you're almost on that straight line, and then brake once you can see the corner and your entry line. Hold the car in, try and stop it from sliding to the right. Let it slide, but don't let it slide right. That's what you've got to do. Oh, the back end just started to rotate on me then. Had to catch that. That was tremendous. Really feeling this. Really feeling it. From such a terrible start to the stream, it's good recovery. I think we're doing all right psychologically. Not quite as good onto the throttle then, but we're doing okay. We can work on the last 1/3 of the circuit now to try and make some sort of gains to find some speed out. We can do better than the exit of that faster Ghost. We can do better than that. We can. We're doing all right. 52.2, 52.3, 52.3. Come on, that 51 is just around the corner. We're kind of there. We were almost there. We almost got that to a T. Come on. We're almost in the top 10. 51.796 optimal now. Come on. We're quicker, but we haven't nailed turn 1 as yet. That was a good second sector, a good third sector. Come on. Oh, I didn't get the car to turn. We're faster through here though. I missed the gear down coming out the tunnel from 5th to 4th. Look at that. Just how many tenths can you make coming out the final corner? That's got to be a 51.1 now. So 51.0. There it is. A 52.0, sorry. We will get the 51 very shortly. We screwed that, but a 51.725 on the optimal is the way to go. Come on. That always feels like that should be a second gear exit, but wobble knobbed it. Look how wide that turn went. Look at the drift we got in there. Just to match what he did. We know we can do much better in the second turn of that tunnel section. But we had a really good, seriously good run out here. Weren't great through here. Bit of a sideways slide. But we got a seriously good run out the final corner. Seriously good. 52.0. Half 10. It's not so bad in terms of time taken to get so far. Turn 1 kinda nailed. It's a good enough. It's good enough. If we can stay with them all the way to the final corner, gaining a little bit here, gaining a little bit there, we will be on it. We lost a lot of time there, didn't we? Oh, we slid. Hit the wobble knob. Never mind. Let's do it again. Look, we can see the gains we need to make. We can see where they are. Enjoying this one if you hadn't noticed. It's going to be very difficult to close on the final straight here. Very difficult to close. We've got to do all the work at the end, at the start of the circuit, and then try and hold on. Sector 2's going to bring some reward. That wasn't brilliant. The back end of the car got lively. We applied too much throttle. We kind of got the car ready, but we swung too far right before the final turn-in. We need to optimize that a little bit. But in terms of where we're going to be, and how we win back some of that That's an effort all in itself, but we should probably go and have a look, have a little bit of a break, do the things that you guys tell me to do that I can consciously think about tonight, because we're making progress. Go and have 2 minutes. Go and have a drink. Go and have a think. Go and talk about what it is we're doing. Get it right in your head. And then go and set that time, because you know you can. Look at the optimal. 51.709. Look at that, the blue triangle comes back. That's what you want to see. A blue triangle is positive to the fastest time. If you can blue triangle all the time, you're going to be faster. Keep that blue triangle going. Lee says he's only got T1 spot on once. And I bet he's 11.4 seconds quicker than me. It wasn't on his fastest lap. Oh, well, we've made that gain again, but look, we're red triangle. We're all right. 49. We're red triangle again. We're going up. Come on. This is the way. You've got to let the car roll as well sometimes. I had to let it lift. Go blue, come on! We're doing alright, we're going to do it. We're going to get that 51. We've done it! Yes! That's nothing to shout about, but it was a target set over an hour ago that was a mile away. Happy with that, I have to say. Happy with that. Yeah, that is worth it. That is very much worth the effort. 51.978. Optimal is going to be what? 51.674. Into the top 1,000, where we want to be. That is the benchmark for where we are. 15th. My God. 15th. Olive's jumped up, look. 52.0. Good going, Olive. Fat Man's there, 51.8. Triple's there, 51.8. Lee's up to 3rd. Look at that. Oh, it's mind-blowing. So Hayden top of the tree, 51.1. A whole second. Back 1, 51.2. Lee is a Nat's cockle away from doing it. Excuse the phrase. But a 51.2. Average dad of 51.2 to get into the top 5. Climby Fisher, 151.3. Froggy, great lap, 151.3. Space Cow, 151.5. Davy Jagster, 151.6. Javs, a 151.7. Cyan 8, a 151.7. Akuna Matata, a 151.799. Chippy T, Mr. Chippy, a 151.8. Mr. Fat Man, a 151.8. Triple, a 151.8. Amazing. And I think it's worth giving a shout out to these guys. A 152.1. I mean, we've already shouted out Olive. 152.0. A 152.3 for Rapid. Roy Race 152.1. Turbo Tom a 152.466. Has Hayden got bigger wheels? They look bigger, one size up. Thank you, Olive. No, great driving by you, sir. How can you tell that Hayden's wheels are any bigger? Is it just because they're stuck out? If you look at average dad as well, they look... Is it worth trying? Is it worth going a size up? They look like they're stuck out more. They do look bigger. Look at the front rims. He's got no aero as well, look. No aero. Which is interesting on both cars. He's the only car not to have aero. It's got a front splitter but no rear wing. Which should not make cat's tail of a difference. You know, 864th. We're safe. We don't have to go and get gold anywhere else. We don't have to. Oh, that is phenomenal. I am well chuffed with that. Well chuffed. There's more time in it. We know there is. Bigger rim, do you think? Bigger rim? We're not going to brake until we get to the wobble knobs at the top of the hill. That's where we're going to brake. We're going to slide, but we're not going to brake. No. We're not going to hit the wobble knobs. Because they're black, they're bigger. I think it might cause a little bit of a, what do you call it? Where you see things in the desert. Hallucination? No. Mirage. I've got to get more power on coming out of there early. I get a much tighter line out there, don't I? It's much better line out there this time. I've got to blend off the brakes onto the throttle. Yeah, thank you, Davey. Those tech, oh, they're doing my head in. I've got to fix that. I've got to find out what it is. But it's the heat as well. The heat's got me. Oh, I'm tired. When I get here after a full day of work. Optical illusion, that's the one. Thank you very much. It might be the optical illusion caused by black on the wheel rim. It might be. Because they look different. I thought a 51 would be enough. Oh, thank you, Olive. All the best, my friend. Thank you for bearing with us at the start. As was everybody else. It's appreciated. Sorry for the technical issues. We will get it resolved. I don't need this stress every time I start a stream. Really don't. Too late to the throttle. Lee's going to try it. Lee's going to be the sacrificial goat and try and put some bigger wheels on. Yeah, Olive did a great time. Top 20. I think they're going to stop the wheel spin. I'm going to join Lee and I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to put them bigger wheels on and see if they are the route to success. 866. That's alright. They should finish somewhere top 1,000, really, shouldn't it? Maybe. Should I be pushing for more? Maybe. 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 Mediocrity Widdowmaker. Maybe so. Equipped. 18ios. Wide, wide. 19ios. Wide, wide. Offset rim width. Gone the full Monty. Lee's done the experiment on one size bigger. I'm going to go bigger still. And if it's no good, it's a no good. What can you do? Just got to keep trying. You got to. I reckon we can go better. The old comfort mediums will do it. Morning, Hayden. Question for you, sir. Sorry to invade your private space when you arrive, but we have a question. What size wheels did you use? I didn't start the ghost, did I? I was too busy asking questions of Hayden. Good morning, sir. How are you? Look, your wheels look bigger than ours. Or is it just because they're black rims? We're going to put the fast ghost on. I've no idea what this is going to do. Factory size, wide and width. Oh, okay. Right. So 17s. Standards. It's an optical illusion then. We also noticed you went no aero. They're definitely stopping the wheel spin though. Still have rear wing, just not a big one. Okay. Car is lowered. Yeah, mine's lowered on adjustables. And it's doing all right. I was over half a second up against a Ghost that was just 0.17 back, so I was 0.3 up. There's a 51.7 there in it for me, definitely, and that's big wheels, big wheels. I'm on the 19s. Haven't noticed much difference, says Lee. Okay. Well, Hayden's on the 17s as he's returned to the fold. Optimal 51.665 already, just 2 laps in, so I've got it. I know I can. Just pushing too hard there. They definitely calm down the wheel spin. I can definitely dump the throttle more as I'm coming out of the corners, definitely, which helps my driving style. We wobble knob that. It's such a long way to the first split. When in 4th, change to 5th at 105. Okay, I'll see if that makes any sense. That's got to be hugely critical. For Lee to mention it now. One in 4th, go to 5th at 105. I didn't see where that was on the range. I was slow out of that corner, so I can't compare it. Oh, just a little bit too quick. I can do better than that. 51,665. So that's 8,500 RPM. Okay. Almost. Look at that. Oh, spooned that. Don't know why that did that. Had no grip at all. Damn T1, says Lee. Oh, I know that feeling. T1 is just the maker of the lap. Lost 2/10 down in that last sector. Come on. Come on. You've got to get T1 on the money, haven't you? If you don't get T1 on the money, you've not got the lap, really. Especially if you've got a decent out sector. What happened at the end there? Why did that all go so chaotically wrong? That was just overdoing it, isn't it? Oh, that's such a shame. Our fastest lap is the first lap out at 52.160. Come on. Let's do it again. Come on. Come on. Oh, you chunky monkey. Oh, that slide out the last corner. Oh, frustrating. But not. We're doing it right. We're doing it right. Come on. It's the right approach. How can we be that far down? That optimal's not moved in a while. 51.665. I over-revved fourth, but the laps are goner anyway, so let's not worry about that. We've got a faster lap at last, but not near our big lap. And we've got a slow exit in T1, so wobble knobbed it. I tried to give it too much up the hill. And we were losing time all the way. Come on, you know we can do this. I over-revved gear 4 again. Not thinking about that at the time. I was more thinking about, come on, get it done. Okay, so the real trigger point for T1 is where you get the car to the point where you start to brake. That is the point. That is it. And if it doesn't mean anything, you'll know it when it means something, because you'll feel it when you do it. I just did. Didn't execute it brilliantly, but I felt the point at which that was a really good corner. Right, I've changed my line in there. I've got to stop that. I've been trying to change up to 4th and get the car to come around in 4th. And it's not going to do it. So let's just get my head square again. The 19-inch rims have got a bit more slide in them. But I feel that they reduce wheel spin out of the corner. A little bit slidey on the back end. All a little bit very different through there now. Oh, the experiment with the 19s hasn't done really very well. I'm going to call it there on the 19s, but I'm going to change back to the 17s and see if we can apply what we learned. Optimal 51665. That tells me it's there and it can be done. It definitely is. Definitely can be done. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. Definitely. Standard. The only thing that might happen is we might have to get to grips with the wheel spin a little bit. We might have to. I've just seen a headline. King approves bank holiday for next week to ensure fans can watch the World Cup. What? King Charles has granted royal approval for a special one-day off bank holiday in Scotland next Monday. Oh, you dumb cluck. As if the Scottish will take any notice of King Charles for allowing that. Why would he grant a bank holiday for Scotland just to, oh, it's because Scotland haven't been to the World Cup, haven't, isn't it? It's that, yeah. Yeah, Nicola Sturgeon's going to nick a couple of tickets, allegedly. Why would you have a bank? That's just ridiculous. Go to work, grow up. As no bank holiday has ever been granted for a Three Lions World Cup fixture. I've got to check the BBC if that's true. It can't be true. Why did that not go to the BBC? That's the BBC. No, it's not true, is it? There's no headline on the BBC. No. No. I'm glad Christian Eriksen's well. I am. Come on, let's see if we can get into that top 500. I over-rev fourth. Oh, we slid right up to that wall. Davey says, I'm Scottish and retired, so an extra bank holiday is not required. It feels like April Fool's. Scotland don't need a bank holiday for people to watch the World Cup. The Scottish are blunt-minded enough to just take the day off anyway. Oh, hoots, I'm not well. I'm not well. It's too hot. I'm going to watch the footy. That's what he's going to do. JB! Sound like Mrs. Doubtfire? I can do a Mrs. Doubtfire, but probably not live. What was her name? Janaya Doubtfire. That's right, Janaya. Oh, we blew that. Whoa. Wheels upside down. Wowzers. Back to the smaller wheels. I think that's the first time that I've lost it, isn't it? All night. That's the first time that I've lost the car into or out of a corner. Sure, I've tapped the back end once. Well, I might have spun it on the... no, it's the second time, isn't it? We're definitely into the blues as we come across the line. Let's see it. Come on, let's do it. Down a tenth. My ghost is up there. That is unbelievable. I've only done 3 laps. Couldn't get into the throttle. I'm thinking I was faster on the 18s, 19s. But I'm looking like and feeling like I'm almost getting T1 every sort of lap now within reason. I'm not getting those corners right, am I? A definite change in technique from 19s to 17s. I'm not getting the corner exit right. We can do better though. Half an hour to go. Come on. That deep mid 51 is there for the taking. We've just got to go and get it. No. We've got to brake much later. We know we've got time because we're caressing the brakes into the corner. Counter steer. I've been no assist all night. Counter steer would be very interesting. Yeah. Counter steer might help based on what I'm experiencing now. Counter steer will definitely help based on that little interaction with the back end of the car. Using JavaScript wasn't my best advice. Behave, young man. You need to get a new AI. I'll send you some JavaScript to paste into your doodah. We did that in second without thinking. Lost it now. We've got 20 minutes left. I'm losing all hope. We haven't gone any faster in an hour. 52,081, so we're miles down. Is AI better than Psy? What? Artificial intelligence better than stupid intelligence? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, sir. Counter steer on weak. Let's see. It might take away the ghost. Oh, we've just carried a bit too much speed. Counter steer didn't do anything there. It probably did. It probably spotted me spinning quite so much. But it did spin up. Oh, we ran wide. That's close. That's a 52-1. Maybe. 52-3 then. I'll take that. Come on. Holy shit balls. $51,899. That's the 10th gone. We can do better than that. Full grip of opposite lock, all the hands all the way round with counter steer. Come on, you fighter. We can do this. Come on. Oh, just held it out too long. I didn't turn in, just I had it, that would have been better. We've nailed that T1 just right though. In the previous laps we kind of, I think there's more to be had a go at. We tried to hold third instead of going to fourth quite so early, but I think going to fourth is the right option. And you really can cut those curbs, can't you? Put on the largest tyres and it feels less spinny. Absolutely it does. How did you do though? Did you do it, sir? Does the cheeky smiley face tell us that you did it? It just slides more under braking, that's all. That's what I found. If the car's gonna go lateral, it's gonna slide. How was it that far down? Do we need to go and celebrate Lee's #1 spot? Small improvement. By small, you only went up a couple of places. Is that what you mean? Too small to celebrate, okay. Tiny improvements. I need to understand what it is, what I've got to do. I've just got to keep doing what I'm doing and nail it, haven't I? I'm closer than I have been. I'm still disappointed that I'm yay far back. Ah! Close, but no cigar. 52.827. 51.827. But we didn't quite. Do I chance a late break into here? And see if I can just... No! What I haven't done is go for a pee all night. Have you noticed that? I haven't been for a gentleman break at all. Probably because we started late. You just need a better run through the last... Now, yes, now I need a better run through the last complex. He's 100% right. So with that, 727th. We've lost a few places, haven't we? Oh, Lee has gone up, look. Lee's a cheeky little monkey. Look, 151.154, he's done the do. He really has. And we've been pushed back, well, within the same sort of spot, 15th. But these are flipping quick boys. Well done, Lee. No need to celebrate, he says. No, he's only just got the better of Hayden. Just. The bigger tyres were what made it for Mr. Lee. Have I just skipped? I have, haven't I? I've not saved a replay. But what we know is we're only marginally faster than the replay we've got there. So we're going to go to the mid-range wheel. We're going to go to 18s and try and get more. Let's go 19s. And do the counter steer. We've got the counter steer thing, so let's do that with counter steer and see if we can come back into the fold and smash it in the last 15 minutes. So better run through the last complex. Ghost. Fastest Ghost isn't our fastest, but it'll do. Assists, we've just got a little weak on the counter steer, so let's see if we can find a way into the future. Now, I was gentle on the brakes and I could have been much more aggressive, but it's just the first run round, so we didn't get the acceleration out of the corner. I'm not pressing the brake enough. You've got to let the car roll round that. You can't brake all the way round it. Same with this one. You've got to come off the brake and let the car slide into it. .52.6, 52.7 I'm looking at, I think. It was a 52.692. We were pretty close on the guess. We've got to get this right coming out of here. Oh, boogie board. We cocked that up, didn't we? Come on. Oh, we red flagged it. I was just interested to see how close the two ghosts were. $51,996 optimal. 10 minutes to go. We're a little bit behind. I've got to really hang off the brakes here. Frustrating run, says Davey. Lots of 151.6s, but I've ruined several laps on the last bend. Yeah, I know that feeling. I've just cocked this one up through turn one. I've got to be on the throttle so much earlier than there. Look, I've made up 3/10 through there. By getting that right. Just messed up the last corner again there with the counter. It's not been a frustrating night at all. Definitely not. I've really enjoyed this. This has been a real good driving learning experience. Learning what these cars can do, learning why they're going to do it. Couldn't get the car to dive in. Probably carrying just a little bit too much speed. I'm gaining fistfuls through there. Come on. That last sector every time. I was a little bit late to the throttle. Come on, we're only less than 2/10 down. We can make 3/10 up. We know we can. Down at the wall, you chunky monkey. Oh. Next lap's going to be a dead one. That takes us to 56. Then it takes us to 58. The lap after this one has to be so good. Optimal 51.850. We've had an optimal at 151.665. Oh, we are white lap. We are white. We're good. I wasn't going to push, but we're going to do it. Oh, touch the wall. We got one more shot. Let's get a good exit from the final turn then. Come on, let's do it. We know what we're doing. We're on the blue. We're on the blue. No, we're now red. That's a shame. I don't think we're far off. That last optimal's just... Come on. Davey said it earlier. Turn 1 first gear. I haven't been able to get down to first confidently. I missed the gear change there, didn't I? Because I was thinking about turn 1. There's always time for one more. 23.59. Come on. Oh, we've gone red. Oh, that's a shame. I must have clipped that wall. Or gone too far across the curbs. Oh, we've screwed this lap and the next one. Come on, one more. We can't do it all night, but we can certainly have another little crack at it. First gear, turn 1, yeah. It just makes the car rotate, I'm sure. Holy Chipotle! We've got to blue at this point. We're not going to go faster. We're just going to improve that ghost. 2 down a second for traction. Is that right? Gonna have to do another half an hour to make up for the loss at the start of the stream. There is so much wheel spin and sliding going on. Gotta let the car roll round here. I think so. I think we've done alright. I've just had an hour thrashing it, trying to beat that 51,899. And not quite been successful. But that's a me. Lack of talent. We can do better. Here we go. The big one. Over rev that gear then. Oh, and that is it for me. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've done okay. I do. My bladder is telling me we've done good. That was a 5-star roulette ticket for today as well. Happy days. Oh, I'm at the point. 728th. If you're not ready and you've not watched it, just bear with me 1 second. The bladder said go, so I had to. Apologies. So let's just run through. I think there's a couple of people still watching. There is. They're not annoyed at me for disappearing very quickly. So top of the tree, Lee by 003. Thank you, Davey. Good night, fella. So Hayden comes second with a 151.157. Lee's 003 victory, a 151.154. Back one with a 151.2. Average Dad, which is Hayden's second account, is a 151.2 also. Mr. Fisher, 151.3. Froggy, 151.3. Space Cow, 151.5. David Jagster, he's just left us or leaving us. A 151.6 is a decent shot, and he spent all night trying to beat that, and that's where I thought I could get to, but not tonight. Javs, a 151.7. Cyanate, a 151.7. Mr. Akuna Matata, a 151.79. Chippy, 151.8. Fat Man, a great lap, a 151.8. Just on Fanatec, just got into it, just finding his feet. Triple, a 151.8, and we go 151.8 as well. Also Rands, or not also Rands, but also to mention, Olive with a stunning 152.0. Roy Race, well done sir, 152.1, and Rapid, a 152.357, and you can watch his streams on his channel because he is really rapid. Turbo Tom and Mickey round out the top 20. Couldn't get in that top 10 tonight, folks. That gap of 0.2 seconds, it was there, but I just couldn't find it. But it is what it is. Thank you very much for your support. I apologise for the crappy start to the stream. We're probably going to have another one tomorrow night because I won't have time to fix all this before tomorrow. But have a good one. Enjoy the day. We'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. Goodbye for now. I'm not going to do an exit. I'm just going to leave.